Elon Musk buying Twitter is the best thing to happen to that website. Or is it? Greetings Rebellers, Josh here, and I don't know if you know this, but Twitter is going through a lot right now. Elon Musk just bought Twitter and has taken over leadership very quickly. He's been making pretty drastic changes all over the company. He's been reorganizing the whole company, firing people, unfiring people, and there's a tons of new feature suggestions on the table. And it looks like just about anything is on the table. Looking at it from the outside, it looks like complete chaos, and even if you're on Twitter, it's complete chaos. So I'm going to be covering all the crazy stuff that has happened recently on Twitter. So let's just jump right into the video. Twitter feels like it's a pretty unique social media platform. It has a unique experience because it makes everyone seem reachable. It has a pretty small user base as far as daily active users. Like Facebook literally has 10 times the amount of daily active users, and currently Twitter has a less daily active user base than Snapchat. Even then, it feels like it has an outsized impact relative to that number of people. It has tons of interesting people, personalities, celebrities, athletes, politicians, musicians, artists, and so many other people that you could just reach out and they might see it and reply. It happens all the time in Twitter, but we gotta be honest with each other. Twitter has always kinda sucked. For the average Joe, they are just kinda shouting out into a void of maybe former high school, college classmates with whom they are growing more and more disconnected with. Talking about stuff people don't really care about. And as for celebrities, it's just them doing shameless plugs, maximizing the amount of likes they get, and pretending like they are the most important people in the world. Let me just show you how crazy it has been after the few weeks since Elon took over, by reading these 3 article titles, right? Here's the first one. It's October 20th, and Elon Musk reportedly wants to lay off 75% of Twitter's staff. October 27th, Elon Musk says that he won't cut 75% of Twitter's workforce. And then on November 4th, Elon Musk begins mass layoffs at Twitter, cuts 75% of Twitter's staff, including top executives such as the CEO, Parag Agrawal, the CFO, and the chief legal officers. Why is he doing this? Well, you gotta understand this, right? Twitter has 2 major problems. One is that it costs too much to run, and 2 is that it does not bring back enough money. By firing this many amount of people, and especially the top executives, what Elon does is that, first of all, he makes the company much more less expensive to run, and then he makes it so that he kind of establishes that now he is the new top dog in town, and he's going to be running this company with an iron fist. He has been very adamant about making the platform open to free speech as well. So coming back to the problem, the 2 major problems of Twitter, that is it's being too expensive to run and that it's not bringing back enough money. These 2 problems essentially tie into the same problem like a neat little lot. So what this creates is that they are all working together towards this one goal. And that one goal is to keep their investors happy. And their investors is this one guy named Elon Musk, and he paid $44 billion for this, and he wants to be happy. But based on all the things that's happening in Twitter, I don't think that's how things are going out. Why did Elon lie about the Twitter layoffs? Well, he lied because Meta and Google were poaching a lot of the good employees that Elon actually wanted to keep. Not to say that the ones he let go were bad, more so that the ones he kept were deemed more valuable by Elon. Right, so he did this weird thing where he had to lie that he wasn't letting them all go, but in the end, he let them all go. And he let go of a lot of teams as well, right? He let go the human rights team, the accessibility and experience team, the ethics and transparency team, the transparency and accountability team, and also a lot of people from Twitter's curation team are now gone as well. He also fired a lot of people from a team on a project that he was tweeting about working on. Why did he know that? No one knows. And he actually tweeted out this regarding Twitter's reduction in workforce. Right. Unfortunately, there is no choice when the company is losing over $4 million a day. Everyone's excited, everyone exited, was offered 3 months of severance, which is 50% more than legally required. But there's also some issues arising where people are saying that this wasn't a big enough heads up for them to quit the company. So there are some potential lawsuits, but that's for him to deal with. He also tweeted this out, right? Twitter had a massive drop in revenue due to activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with content moderation. We did everything we could do to appease the activists, extremely messed up, and that they are trying to destroy free speech in America. I wouldn't call that exactly accurate. Here's the big problem, right? When Elon Musk took over, the advertisers thought it would be a bit tumultuous, so they just paused. They thought, let's see how things go, and things haven't exactly gone great. Here's the thing, right? The internet runs on ads. It just does. Like social media platforms, their revenue is generated by advertisers. Major websites and blogs and things that you read online, they run on ads. Major websites and content places, their revenue is generated by advertising. And no matter what we think about ads, here's the thing, right? They are annoying, yes, but they are the things that make the world turn on online media. But these companies, however, they aren't smart either. They are smart in the case that they are trying to introduce more and more subscription services so that they can reduce their reliance on ads. If you have more subscription services that people are actually willing to pay for, then that is recurring revenue that is guaranteed every month instead of having to rely on that finicky ad buyer market. Right. So Snapchat recently launched like Snapchat Plus, which gives you more story features, post settings, and notification features. And Meta launched Instagram subscriptions where creators can charge up to $100 for exclusive content like stories and posts. And even YouTubers have Discord servers which are primarily free, but you can pay a subscription for extra channels. Every good subscription service has one thing in common, that is adding value, or at least adding perceived value. Even then, the internet is run by ads. As great as a subscription service can be, the internet is still run by ads. That's where all the revenue is at. Here's an example, right? YouTube has 2.6 billion monthly active users. That's gigantic. But even then, can you guess how many people actually pay for YouTube Premium? Go ahead, guess. It's about 20 million people. For $12 a month, you get background play, no ads, and you can download stuff for offline use. Even then, only 20 million people actually pay for YouTube Premium. You might be like, Josh, even then, that's quite a bit of money. Yeah, but it's only 10% of the $28 billion YouTube made in the last calendar year. That's about 10%. And I feel like 10% is kind of like the magic number of how much revenue you can make using subscription services, and the rest 90% is something you make through advertisements. Even Netflix, who's kind of like the grandfather of subscription-based content, has recently entered into the ad-based revenue atmosphere because of their slight downfall. But if Twitter really want to reduce their reliance on advertisers and want to completely avoid an adpocalypse and potentially make this platform a free speech haven, every advertiser's worst nightmare, and completely turn the corner on revenue based on subscription services, then they have to make a really, really good subscription service. And they have to make it full of features that people are willing to pay for. You know what I always think back to? People pay $30 a month for LinkedIn Premium. $30 a month is a lot, but people still pay that because LinkedIn Premium actually offers features that people get value from. The biggest problem here is that there is no one to check Elon. Elon Musk recently dissolved the board of directors of Twitter even, so there's nobody really to check and balance him. Checks and balances are important in life. When you don't have that, you kind of go out of control. So Elon has just been without a check, just making one bad idea over another, such as the $8 a month subscription for a check mark. It was originally $20 a month, but after a scuffle with Stephen King, the author of books such as The Shining, he made it to $8 a month. Right. He tweeted this out. We have to pay the bills somehow. Twitter can't rely entirely on advertisers. And then he finally divided on $8 a month. $8 a month on a check mark does not add value. It does not add even perceived value. And the thing is, right, when you have $8 a month for check mark, because it's only $8, the number of verified users is going to get saturated. And because it is $8, a lot of people will see that it's not worth it to go for it, especially when it's not even beneficial for the person paying, it's only beneficial for the other people using Twitter. Man, they really did not think this through, did they? And considering that there are 400,000 verified users before Elon took over, it's gonna be really fun to watch, right? So, judging by Elon's tweets, I think that he's kind of planning to loop the $8 a month subscription for a check mark into the Twitter Blue. And Twitter Blue itself was not the greatest subscription service, but let's say 100% of Twitter Blue subscribers actually pay $8 a month for, the check mark. That would be $77 million, which might sound like a lot of money, but let me quickly refresh your memory. Twitter made $5 billion in revenue last year, and 92% of it was from advertisers. So this 77 million would only be a drop in the bucket. But Elon's plan kinda seems like he wants to make everyone pay. That is, every single human in Twitter pay. Connect a credit card, pay $8 a month, get the check mark, which is gonna serve as their ID, and then use Twitter normally as they were using for the past few years, which kind of violates my number one rule of the internet. You cannot charge something for something that used to be free, something that used to be previously free. You just can't do that. That's just immoral. So I don't think people are going to be paying for that anymore. And it's Twitter, right? It's a social media platform. You can't really do a lot of cool features to make people pay anyway. I think if you want to make people pay for a good Twitter subscription service, then you have to move in the direction of better features, better quality media. Not this verified human stick mark crap, because the thing is, right, $8 a month for a verified human profile check mark was guaranteed a negative reaction. And for the average Joe, there aren't really any cool features to make them pay for Twitter. So this absolutely is not a guaranteed or a correct way to get as many people pay for Twitter, right? So what I do think they should focus on is they should focus on the smaller and higher convergence group of the power users and the content creators, right? And this is where the advertiser revenue comes in to put them into this virtuous cycle. I'm saying this because this is the only way I see Twitter succeeding, because Twitter is what it is because of the people that use it, right? As with any other social media platform. And the very simple thing with Twitter is that you cannot convince most people to pay for something like Twitter. Just a fact. That's just the sad but true reality. But here's the thing, right? They should probably try making tools and things and features that these people genuinely want. These power users and content creators really want. And with the rest, they can make rules that they like and other features that they want. Because this is the only way I can see Twitter succeeding, because if not, nobody is going to really pay for Twitter. That's just a simple fact. Because when you take something like, if I'm posting a video on Twitter, it's going to cost me $8. But if I'm posting it on YouTube, I might as well make money from it. Then it's a no-brainer to post it on YouTube rather than Twitter. It's just as simple as that, right? Here's my 2 cents. But hey, if Elon is really just trying to make it this non-profitable charity thing and he's just not caring about the profits of Twitter, then go ahead, absolutely. It just makes things much more fun. But those $44 billion are not going to pay for themselves, man. So yeah. One more thing about the $8 subscription is that for paying $8 a month for a check mark, you aren't even getting free of ads. You get half as many ads. At this point, Elon is just rubbing salt on the wound. And there's one major flaw that Elon did not actually notice till he went public with this, and that is that spams, bots, and scams. Elon legit was promising us that this is gonna fix those problems. Like before, when a spam or bot and scam accounts needed a verified account, they went for a hacked verified account that nearly cost $15,000. But now they can just get it for $8. But Elon's plan, the genius's plan, was actually to make every single human made of flesh and blood pay for this, so the unverified accounts are actually those that are the spams, the scams, and the bots. Do you really think people that are there to scam, spam, and be bots are coming in without $8 in their pockets? Absolutely no. And Elon is really not taking into consideration that people are not willing to pay for a service like Twitter, and those who simply cannot pay, like teenagers and kids. And Elon's just being really inconsiderate. I don't think this plan is completely thought out at all, so that's pretty much it. See you guys in the next one. Peace and out. This is Josh. Hello, it's me, editor Josh here. So Elon actually took back the subscription, the $8 subscription for check marks, because of the emergence of scams and impersonation accounts. Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. And also Elon is doing this big drama about him actually potentially stepping down from the CEO position. So at this point, I don't even know what's happening in Twitter. Is this the end of Twitter? Maybe. So anyway, that'll be the end of the day, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out. It's Josh. Anyway, bye.